Hi, ladies. Welcome to Stampin' Gala. I'm Julie Gilson, and this is my weekly Wednesday workshop. I'm glad you're here. If you're here for the very first time, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. And if you are returning, I'm so happy that you're here. Today, I am working with a set that's in the mini catalog that I haven't used yet, and the mini catalog is coming to an end, so I wanted to make sure that I got this out there so you could see some samples just in case you wanted to get this before it's gone. It looks like this. It's called Marigold Moments. It is so pretty. It is two-step, and it's easier than it looks. And then it also has these dies that I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to use them. And I did use this die set as well. I did make one change, and on here I used an old die that is still available in the penned flowers. However, I didn't realize that we had this die as well in the Marigold Moments. So I really like that, and I wanted you to see that. I do need to grab two more punches, or one more punch, so just give me a second to grab that. Hey, Steph, can you give me that scallop die over here? So I'm going to use this little punch for this treat holder. And I have some Hershey Kisses in here. I do want to tell you that today is the last day to sign up or to subscribe for my March's Create a la carte. No, it's this die right here. Is this the Marigold one? Yes. Anyway, I have the projects to show you here, and this is a subscription base. Once you sign up, as long as you don't cancel, don't sign up again for the next month. You're already signed up, because if you do that, it is like 2 subscriptions, okay? So anyway, let me show you. I don't have the box here with me because it's being cut as we speak, but I'll show you the cards. They're really cute. It uses the Playing in the Rain set. I just think they're so adorable. And like I said, today is the last day to register for this or subscribe. And you get the 4 cards, and then I also have a 3D item that's being cut. You also get a half a package of this DSP, which is specialty DSP, and you get a package of these, what are they, iridescent pastel gems. Okay, all of that plus shipping is included as well. So if you're interested in subscribing after this presentation, hop on over to stampinggala.com. And at the top of the blog, it'll have a tab called Create a la carte. Just click on that and it'll walk you through what you need to do. Okay, so anyway, and one other thing I want to tell you, I'm going to be at a craft show this weekend in Saline, Michigan, if you are local. And if you're not local, I am going to, on Monday, I'm going to have a lot of the items for sale on my, I'll do a Facebook or a YouTube live, and it'll be first come, first serve. And I will until they're gone. Okay. Lots of cute little things for Easter baskets or neighbor gifts, work buddies, things like that. So anyway, again, if you are new, please let us know so that we can give you a warm welcome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with this one first. And the detail on it is so pretty. I think you'll really like it when you see it done. Okay, so I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper. Okay, thanks. Okay, because I got to stamp off. All right, so later on tonight, this will be on my blog, all the dimensions, and you can pick up the free PDF there as well. All right, so this is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So just going to fold it over using your bone folder to give it a good crease. All right. And then on the front, we have two pieces here. We have a piece of, oh, by the way, this is Starry Sky, and this is Orchid Oasis. So I have a piece of Orchid Oasis and a piece of Basic White. And this is one of the new folders that you can only get online. You won't see it in any catalog, but it will be in my PDF and on my blog, the item number. It is called the Basics Embossing Folder. So you can see it there, but it comes with two other ones as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put some glue on here and adhere these together. I have a house full here today. My sister Patty is here, and my two friends Stephanie and Debbie. So they are helping get ready for the craft show this weekend. So if you hear noise in the background, that's them working away. All right, so we're going to trim this off a little bit. And then next weekend, we'll be leaving for our cruise to the Caribbean, so that should be fun. It'll be a well-needed break. So stay tuned because I'll have some ordering specials next week as well. All right, so we're going to put this on with glue. Nancy, I see you on. Are you all packed and ready to go? And if you notice, I am raising this up just a little bit. It's not centered. I didn't want it centered this time. Okay. There's a few colors I think that are retiring. I think one of them is Pear Pizzazz and Rich Razzleberry, probably Soft Seafoam. You can't quote me on these, but and I don't know that for sure, but that's my guess. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece of DSP and I'm going to add it to the scallop. Like I mentioned, I changed the scallop because it comes with this set, and I think it's really pretty. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of here. One other thing I wanted to mention too, on the 21st of April, I'm doing a kit class online, and all you have to do to participate is to purchase the kit, and it's $23 plus shipping and tax, and I am going to make alternate projects for it. And if you want the alternate projects, it would be an additional $10 for the projects themselves. And I would, you can just email me and I'll tell you how to pay for those. But so anyway, it's going to be fun. I'll have door prizes and things like that on there. So if you're interested, you probably saw my flyer on my Facebook page or in my newsletter. Just let me know. And you can, there's a separate, it's not this one, it's a separate host code for you to use for that class. Oh, shoot. So if you're interested, just go ahead and place the order for that using that host code on the flyer. Okay, so we're going to put this straight across here. Okay. I'll use an eraser and get that off. Okay, now comes the fun part. I'm going to do some stamping, the two-step stamping. I'm using and a pad. And also, I want this right here because I am going to stamp off. Okay. All right, so I'm using Orchid Oasis. Let me get this out of the way. I'm using Orchid Oasis. And the first one is going to be the background. And on a stamp this size, I always put it on its back and ink up just the opposite way. All right, so I'm stamping off. And then I'm going to stamp on here just to get it lighter. Now this one will be full strength. Yeah, I believe Blackberry Bliss is staying. I hope I don't get this all over. All right, so we'll put this right on top. Look how pretty that came out. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. Lay this down. And these are the Marigold Moments dies. If you're uncomfortable and not sure of yourself with die cutting, if you don't want it to move, you can always use washi tape, but I'm going to take my chances. I probably shouldn't, but shoot. Every time I move, I hit it. Okay. Oh. I can't even believe this. This class takes about an hour, but for me to, oh my goodness, I'm going to get some washi tape. This class takes about an hour and 55 minutes of it is setting up this. Why am I having such a hard time? Yeah, and all the in colors will be going out as well. So if you are in need of any of the in colors, like the polished pink, the early evergreen, pale papaya, and I can't remember the other ones that are in that, you want to get them now. And that includes paper, ink, ribbon, any of that. All right, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is going to go on dimensionals. And ladies, if you would share this video, I would appreciate it. Last week's winner was Kathleen McKenna. So we're going to put this about right here. And then what I did was I used this die right here, and I cut out several of the leaves, several of these in Pear Pizzazz. So I'm going to show you what I did here with that. Okay, I'm just going to trim this part off. Oops. I'm just cutting it a little bit. And the same thing here. Okay, so I'm going to take some glue and put this on. My friends here are so quiet, they're not making a peep. It's kind of funny. It's the quietest I've ever seen them. They probably don't think that's funny. Okay, trim this one off. And I just changed the way it looks just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take these two and trim those apart. I doubt that they're going to keep pale papaya. It's one of the in colors. And they always get rid of the in colors. And then finally, I'm just going to put a couple of them down here. It's always fun to just find a new way to use your dies and not use them as intended. Okay, so there you go. All right, so now we're going to take, let me see, a piece of scrap. And see if I can stamp this straight. And we're just going to stamp thanks. And I will have to trim it off some. Perfect. So I'm just going to cut that. And then I'll trim it on this side. I wish Stampin' Up! Had a dot or a punch that would just trim this perfectly like this. It would be so nice. All right, and I'm going to cut this on an angle. So this is going to go on here. And to do that, I'm also going to take my ribbon and tie a double bow. Now this ribbon is one of the in colors from this year. So the color is staying, but not necessarily this ribbon. So if you like this ribbon or any of the ribbon in any of the in colors, you really want to get them now. Yes, Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock are coming back. All right, so we're going to trim this off. All right, so this is going to get a couple of dimensionals behind it. It's going to go right here. And then I'm just going to put this on with a glue dot. All right, I'm going to add some rhinestones on here, and then the front of this card is done. It's okay, so here's the front of the card. It's a little bit different. I like the larger scallop better. What do you think? Do you like it? All right, so now we're going to do the inside. And the inside I just stamped the same way I did the outside. We're going to first ink this one up. And stamp it off. And then this one will be stamped full strength. Isn't that pretty? It's so easy to do. You just have to take your time. All right, so this is going to go on a piece of Orchid Oasis for the inside. Ladies, I am going to have extra kits available from my cruise packets. So if you're interested, send me a message and I will be sending invoices out just before I leave for the cruise. And it will come with 20 projects as well as over $50 in more like $60 to $75 in consumable products like rolls of ribbon and things like that, embellishments. And before they're sold out, I'm going to have a beautiful bag as well that is coming in. Okay, so here you go. Here's your first project. All right, so we're going to move on to the second. And this is the second project here. So let me show you how we're going to do this one. Okay. So this one is the other orientation. So this is more like the landscape mode. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then on the front, we have a piece of Orchid Oasis and a piece of basic white. And I also emboss this with this basic embossing folder. It reminds me, if for those of you that have been around for a long time, we used to have an embossing folder called the Square Lattice, and that was my all-time favorite for a long time. In fact, I bought so many of them, I didn't want to them to break, and I used them forever. But anyway, it reminds me of that. I'm going to trim this off just a tiny bit. Yes, Diane, I am going to post the PDF for you guys. You'll be getting that this weekend. I usually send it a week before we leave. So you can print it off and bring it with you if you're not bringing a laptop or a iPad. Okay, so now if you notice on this card, I also have these stamped. But what I did was I stamped them, I die cut them, and then I put them on with dimensionals. So let me show you what we did here, okay? So what I'm going to do is stamp one in this corner and one in this corner. So let me bring this out, and then I'm going to show you a trick on how I put them on so they don't get crooked. They're not crooked when I put them on. So let's ink this one up first, and we're going to stamp off. So when I do it this way, I don't have to worry about getting the corners straight when I trim it. So I might as well do this other side now. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the full strength one. Okay, again, is that pretty? All right, and then this one. And this looks pretty in every color that you do it in. All right, so we're going to move that. Move this. I'm going to bring back my die cutting machine and see if I can do it a little faster this time. I'm going to check and see if I can get a second camera hooked up where I can show you my die cutting without moving it. Oh, it moved, even with the tape on it. Okay, so then we have this piece that will go up in the upper right-hand corner. And then we're going to die cut this one. And this one will go in the lower left corner. Ramona, they always match. It's just a thing I do all the time. Okay, so we have the two pieces here. So let me show you what I mean. One is going to go on here. Oh, I should have done this before I put this on. Oh, well. And then this one is going to go up here. Okay, so I can't show you my trick today. Thank you so much, Arlene. I recently heard that French manicures are out of style and and ages you, but I don't care. I want it to match what I'm doing on my cards. All right, so we're going to put this on right here, right up in the corner, and then we'll put the other one in the lower left. I don't know who's quieter, you guys or the people in my room right now. Oops. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, my hands aren't as pretty as Julie's, but hey.
They're working so hard on craft show stuff. It's not even funny. Okay, so we have this. Now what we're going to do is put it on here. And I'm just using glue to put it on. I'm not using dimensionals this time. Okay. All right. And then what I have, we're going to do some stamping. Okay, and I'm using the Go-To Greetings. And I love this stamp set. I use it a lot, which is right here. Andy's saying hi to you girls. Okay, so we're stamping Thinking of You, and I'm using this set, the stitch triangles, and I use this one right here to cut this out. So it looks like that. And then also I used the next size up and did an Orchid Oasis. But I also want to show you what else I'm doing here. I'm using this is our DSP, and I'm using this punch here. I don't know the name of it. So I'm going to flag the end, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat because I don't want to use the whole strip because I can get more out of it then. I'm just going to cut this off, and then I'll do the other end. And cut it about the same size. I'm just eyeballing it. So then I have this for another one. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is put some glue on here. Is that a teenager? No, Wendy. Oh, yes, it is the teenager. She's my friend and she's on my team, and I call her the teenager because she comes in my house and kicks off her boots and stuff like kids do. She came in this morning and Tony said to her, we got to have a talk. Where'd you stay last night? If you're not going to come home, you got to call us. So there you go. We have that. And that at first she's like, what? She thought we were serious because she was here at 8 o'clock this morning. We've been working all day. Okay, so then this is going to go on here. And see, nobody will ever know that it doesn't go all the way across. But they do know it's crooked if I don't straighten it out. There. Okay? It still looks crooked. There, that's better. Okay, so it's going to go across like this. So what I want to do is put some dimensionals in there. I don't know what it is, but I can't get this straight. Okay, so we're going to take these off. Just like that. So far, so good. And then I did cut out some, or punch out some, not punch, not cut. I die cut these. And I'm just going to put some glue on the back. And slide this under. And this one, I'm going to cut 2 of them out because I don't want 3 again. I want an uneven number, an odd number. And this one will go right here, and it's perfect because I had smudged it with some blue ink. Okay. All right. So let's put some diamonds on here. Now, ladies, if you want these make and takes, make sure that you place your order by Saturday using this host code, and I'll send you these make and takes in the mail. And if you share this video, I will be pulling another drawing on Sunday and let you know who won for sharing the video, and you'll get a prize. Okay. Are you all anxious to see the new catalog? We get to see it on the 29th, which is coming up. In fact, we'll be on the cruise when we get to see it, so that'll be really fun. Okay, so far so good. This is the outside of your card. Okay, and then on the inside, I did something a little fun. I have this is Orchid Oasis, and this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And I have a piece of the Starry Sky DSP, and this is just 5 by 3/4 of an inch. Putting this down, just like that. All right, and then I took a piece of basic white, and it was 5 by 3 3/4, and I just took the die that goes with this set, which looks like this. Okay, and I scallop the edge, and this is going to go on right here. So for something different for the inside. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Some of my shirts will be retiring. You're right. Because they're in colors. That's so funny. If you notice that all the colors are trendy. You see them in home decor and um, just about anything, from dishes to um, art supplies, arts and crafts supplies, clothing. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside. I love this little scallop for the inside for a change. Isn't that sweet? I love it. All right, so that is your second project. All right, and then finally, we're going to make this project, and it just has a little bag of Hershey Kisses that I will put in with glue dots or dimensionals. Okay, so let me tell you what this is. For sure, that's what I always do that. This is 2 by 9 3/4, and what I did was I scored it at, let me see, 3 7/8 and 5 7/8, and then I just folded on the score lines. Okay, and I rounded the corners. And then what I did was I just took a small punch. I'm sure you all have a small punch in your stash, and I'm just punching this, and I'm eyeballing it. It's not that big of a deal. And the reason I'm doing, the punch won't handle more than one layer. So even though this has more than one layer on here, I have to do one at a time. So I also have a piece of Orchid Oasis here, and this is 1 3/4 by 3 5/8. And I rounded 2 of the corners that will be on the top. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And this will be the front. So I'm going to go just like this. So all I do then is turn it over and then punch it again, because remember, it can't handle more than one layer. Then I have a piece of basic white that I embossed as well, rounded the corners, and this is 1 5/8 by 3.5. And that's going to go on just like that. So ladies, if you are interested in that kit class that we're doing, it's going to be a lot of fun on Zoom, crafting together. If you already have the kit, then the kit is $23. Just place an order for $23 using the host code that's on the, what do you call it, on the flyer. And that way you can participate. And you'll get the PDF. You'll be in for door prizes and some crafting fun. And if you want the make and takes, then that would be $10, and you can just PayPal that to me. Okay, so this is how the front looks. And then let me grab a, okay, so I have a piece of the DSP that I saved, and it's going to go on here. And remember, this is 1 5/8 wide, this white piece. So I'm going to do this at 1 5/8 inch, which would be, this is 1.5. That would be 1 5/8 right there. All right, so it's going to go on right here. Okay, just like that. All right, and then this is so cute. I die cut another one of these little leaves, okay? And then I have, let me show you, I have this that I die cut in the solid, and that is in Starry Sky. Then I took this piece right here that you layer, well, I can't even get it off with my nail, right here with the, it's the detailed piece, and it looks like this. And I did that in Orchid Oasis. So you can see they're contrasting colors, okay? So I'm going to put them together. With some glue. I'm just touching it on the back so it won't be seen. And just lining it up. It's so easy to do, just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and glue this down. I'm just going to put some glue on the back of the leaves and a tiny bit on the stem. I didn't put any up here. I need some. It's going to go right like this. And then this one will be up on dimensionals. Ladies, I'm always looking to add to my team. So if you are interested in saving 20% at least on your craft supplies, I would love to have you on my team as a hobby demonstrator. Or, of course, if you're interested in more than that, if you'd like to be a business builder, I'd love to have you on my team as well. Okay, now we're going to stamp thank you. Oh, we don't need them. And this is in, this is also from the Go-To Greetings. And I hope I get this straight. Oh, good. So I'm going to just trim this off some. Perfect. I'll use my scissors for the rest. I have not tried art glitter glue. Well, yeah, I take that back. I did. A friend of mine who probably is on here gave me some to try, and I don't know if I gave it a honest shot, but no, I don't use it. Okay, see how cute that is? All right, so now I have this. This is the white seam binding, basic white, and I'm going to color it with the orchid. Wait a minute, this is a Starry Sky Light. And we're going to actually put 2 bows on this treat holder because it this one right here is too thin and it's not enough for it. So that's why I'm doubling it up. Okay. All right, so we're going to go, first of all, you can just get these bags at Michael's and you just put a little dimensional on there and you can put it on the back here. It doesn't matter. And just tape the bag and put it in like that. Okay. I'm going to just take it out for now. But anyway, what we're going to do is just put the ribbon through here and then through the front hole too. Tie a bow. So ladies, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And also while you're at it, if you would click the bell next to it, it will notify you every time I go live or every time I post a new video. Okay, so here's one. I'm going to trim this off. It's kind of difficult to put a bow on it when there's no weight to it because there's nothing in it right now. And this has, it's kind of glittery, so it looks pretty in here. So I'm going to tie a bow with this. Now I tried using just putting the plain white ribbon on, and it didn't look that great. There we go. So ladies, I hope that you like the projects today. Remember, if you want these projects sent to you in the mail, just place your order using this host code by Saturday, and I will send you these projects for free. These will be on my blog either tonight or, oh, I got to put some diamonds on here. Tonight or tomorrow, depending on what's going on behind me. I need to help them finish up their stuff too. And anyway, and then on Sunday, I'll pull a drawing for the people who share my video. And possibly on Monday, I'm going to do a live with the items that I have for sale. So from the craft show. Okay, so here you go. Here are your projects. Let me just lay them down here. All right. So, ladies, I do want to thank you for joining me every Wednesday night and also for allowing me to earn your business. So, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night. Bye bye.